Hey there, small business owner. Do you have a marketing budget? If you answered no to that question or I'm not sure to that question, then I'm going to give you 3 reasons on episode 153 why you do need a marketing budget. Hey, welcome to the Small Business Made Simple podcast, brought to you by socialmediaandmarketing.com.au. Being in business is never easy, but it can be simple, or at least simpler. Join me, your host Jen Donovan, every week where we focus on marketing, social media, and working towards simplifying your business. You with me? Let's do this.
Gonna dream it big, 'cause someone out there listening. Everyone's got a voice to give, and it's time I heard you whistling, 'cause there's no point at all, in dreaming small.
Hey there, fabulous listener. Welcome to episode 153 of the Small Business Made Simple podcast. Thank you, as always, for lending me your ears today. I know you have lots of choices out there, and I really do appreciate you making me one of them. Hey, just first up, a little bit of a favor. If you're a first-time listener, then this just might shock you. But if you're a long-time listener, then hey, you'll know what this is all about. But if you're enjoying this podcast, I'd really love you to take a screenshot and share it on your social media or send it to another small business owner. If you share it on social media, don't forget to tag me, because that would be pretty cool. I love that I'm getting so many great stats from this podcast, but the one stat they give me is I don't know who's listening. So I would really love to get to know you a little bit more, just like you get to know me a little bit more every week. And of course, don't forget, if you want to see the show notes for this particular episode, you can always find them at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/153. But today, my gorgeous listener, we are talking marketing budgets, because frankly, we need to talk about marketing budgets. Many small business owners I talk to either A, don't have a marketing budget, or B, don't really know what a marketing budget is or how it could be useful for them. And without being industry specific about this, I was always taught, when it came to business, that a marketing budget should be around 10% of your revenue. So if you make $100K a year, you should be spending about $10K on marketing. If you're new to business, then you might even be spending more than that to try and establish yourself in such a busy and crowded marketplace. So my question to you is, how much revenue do you make every year? Tell me now. I'll listen. Okay, so then how much do you spend on marketing in a year? Now, I'm just going to put a caveat here because it's my podcast, so I can do what I want. But if you said you're spending zero on marketing, but you're on social media, then technically social media really isn't for free. You are simply trading time for money. Because if you work for, say, your hourly rate is $50 an hour, and you spend 10 hours a week on social media creating content, curating content, reaching out on your reach out strategy, then technically it's costing you about $500 a week. I would hope as you grow, you will stop trading time for money and start trading money for time and paying someone else to do this work so that you can do the work that you're an expert in. I'm sure you've heard me talk about the 3 money-making activities. What are your money-making activities? And unless social media is your money-making activity, then that's something you should be considering outsourcing. But that's a whole different discussion altogether. So my point is, you need a marketing budget. You just do, because as the old saying goes, you need to spend money to make money. And that is my first reason why you need a marketing budget, because this episode, which I failed to say, is all about 3 reasons why you need a marketing budget. So reason number 1 is because you need to spend money to make money. And of course, to make more money. To make more money, more people need to know about what you do, how you do it, why they need you or your products in their life, and why they should come back to you over and over and over again and bring their friends and family with them. That's 101 marketing, isn't it? Getting people to come back again and again and again and be your great referrers. In order to do that effectively or efficiently, you do need to have a paid marketing strategy. Organic is great, fantastic actually, and we are so lucky to have all these free, and I put that in inverted commas, ability to market our business. But realistically, when it comes to time, it's time to put some skin in the game and cough up some bucks with your marketing. In my other business, which if you've listened to this podcast for a little while, you'll know is a marketplace called Spend With Us, www.spendwithus.com.au, which is like the Amazon for rural and regional small businesses in Australia. And we are spending currently upwards of $1,500 a month on marketing for that business between Google ads, Google shopping ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads. We do a lot of paid marketing. We have it's our way of getting brand awareness out there, more traffic to our website, and of course to keep top of mind so that people come back again and again. We also invest in an email marketing platform as another part of our paid marketing strategy, and we are investing in our business by buying ad space, basically. Oh goodness, I need to get my language working here. We are investing in our business by actually buying ad space. In my social media and marketing business, which hosts this podcast, my spend money to make money does look a little bit differently. It's more around when I want to do something, when I want to promote a product or a service. That's when I tend to run ads. It's not a 365 days a year thing like it is with spendwithus.com.au, where we just have ads just turning over every single day. But I do invest. You have to spend money to make money, and I know that. Especially if your competitors have a paid marketing strategy, you need to get in front of your audience before they get in front of your audience by having a paid marketing strategy. Of course, your total spend should be influenced entirely, or not entirely, but majorly by your goals in your business. What are the goals for your business, and how can a paid marketing strategy help you reach that goal? After all, you want to be able to say that my paid marketing strategy gave me X in return. You want a return on that investment. Without a marketing budget, you are simply leaving money on the table for your competitor to swoop in and enjoy your wonderful customers that you've spent all this time nurturing and yet haven't quite got the sale from them. The second reason why I think you need a marketing budget is to scale up. If you want to grow your audience, or perhaps you're a little bit stagnant in business right now, COVID issues aside, when I say that, investing in your business with a paid marketing strategy could actually help you grow your business and scale up your business by reaching more of your target market. Once you are super clear on who your target market is, and who is most likely to want your products, need your products, buy your products or services, of course, it's time to perhaps invest in a strategy that can reach further than organic marketing can. Having a marketing budget, something to spend on marketing, you will be more successful and give you something to measure your marketing against. I spent X on marketing and it returned X in return for me. What is the return on your investment? You know that if you have an allocation of resources that had a good return on investment, because you can actually see the return on the investment because you've got a marketing budget. You've actually got funds that you've put aside for marketing and you can measure against it. The third reason is that having a marketing budget, actually a marketing budget with a figure against it, allows you to allocate scarce financial resources more efficiently. If you don't have a marketing budget, there's no figure placed against marketing, and it makes it harder to make strategic decisions on whether or not you should spend whatever that money is on a marketing strategy, or should you not spend it on your marketing strategy. If you don't have a budget, if you don't have a figure against that budget, then that just makes making that decision so much harder. Allocating some financials against marketing allows you to grow. Even when things are tight, you can simply be assured by looking at your budget that you have the financial resources to invest in X, whatever X is that you're wanting to invest in as far as marketing strategy. When things are free, we take them a little bit for granted. Is my copy not quite right? Doesn't really matter. I didn't pay for it. Is my targeting on point? Doesn't really matter. I didn't pay for it. Is my email program giving me the best return? Are my emails being opened and clicked and read? Doesn't really matter. It's free. Whereas if you're paying for something as a small business owner, we tend to pay more attention. We want to see what the return on the investment is for something we've actually paid for. When it's free, we become complacent. We are more wary of the results. We are more likely to look at the results. So I guess a question on that, how long have you been posting on social media for? How often do you look at the insights to see what's working and what's not working as far as your target audience, your content, and all of those things? How often do you look at the insights? I'm guessing it's pretty infrequently, if at all. And how often have you run a paid marketing ad on social media and never looked at the results of that? I'm guessing probably never. If you are spending money, you want to see the results of that money because money talks. Money makes us take notice of what's happening out there. That's one of the reasons why you need a marketing budget. Of course, there's loads of free and low budget ways to promote your business. You are probably masters at free or low budget ways to promote your business. If you're looking for some other ways, check out episode 21 that I did quite some time ago. It was titled 7 Ways to Market Your Business on a Shoestring. It's a great episode. It's got 7 ways for you to think about marketing in a low cost or free way. You can find that episode at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/21. But we are talking about marketing budgets today. So we're putting aside the fact that you can do it for free or on a low budget, but maybe your budget is low. So I really just want to hammer home to you that you really do need a marketing budget. So Jen, where do I spend my marketing budget? That's a fabulous question. Thank you so much for asking it. There's a stack of places you can invest your marketing budget. You just need to think, what are my business goals? Where is my money going to get me the biggest return? Back to, what are my goals for my business? But here's just a few places that you might want to invest some marketing budget. Social media platforms. Probably the most obvious one for some of us. Content creation, getting someone to help you create content, which is more shareable, which is more savable, which is more focused towards your ideal client. Paid advertising, newspapers, radio, TV, those things aren't dead. Google Ads, all those things, so, especially radio, TV, newspapers, they're not dead. You just need to make sure your target audience is in there and give them a really strong call to action. Your website, that's a great place to spend some marketing budget. Email marketing, even better place. SEO, because again, you need to be found. Have you invested in search engine optimization for your website? If not, maybe that's a really good place for you to start. Paid advertising, as in pay per click, which is, I guess, Google Ads. Graphic design, maybe that's a really good place if you're not very good at graphic design or you feel that your branding is a little bit off or not quite resonating with your audience. Great place for you to spend some marketing dollars. Maybe you need to do flyers and brochures and business cards. Maybe your audience is that audience who still wants that tangible thing to take away once they've spoken to you. Maybe that's where you need to invest some of your marketing budget. Networking. Hiring a mentor or a coach. How good is that to have someone in your corner who's been where you've been before, who's 3 steps ahead of you and can help you, guide your business and, make it even better for you by telling you about all the lumps and bumps to avoid. Podcasting, maybe investing in a podcast as far as a marketing budget goes, or hiring some help. You need to spend money in your marketing budget where, of course, you will see the best return and making sure that you keep your absolute financial and business goals in mind when you are considering where to spend that particular marketing budget. My hope for you is that you've listened to this podcast and you'll assess how much you are relying on platforms for free to do all your marketing for you versus how much are you investing in yourself and in your business and in your brand to help build it and to help scale it. If you're not quite sure about a marketing budget, where to spend it, how to spend it, and all of those questions, let's have a chat. You can head into the Like-Minded Business Owners Facebook group and ask questions in there. I am not the only expert in there. There are lots of people in there that can help you with questions around marketing budget and where the best place is for you to spend it. Or if you would like to send me an email, jen@jendonovan.com.au. More than happy to answer your questions there as well. Or, of course, you can book a discovery call and I can help you a little bit further. We can go a little bit deeper into marketing budgets. Of course, you can book that at, you can go to my website, or you could go straight to the link at bit.ly/discover with Jen. And Jen, of course, always has 2 N's. But guys, that is it for episode 153. I hope that I have just set off something inside your brain that's kind of like, yeah, I don't really have a marketing budget. I probably should have one because I'm in business and I would like to make more money. So I hope that that has been the trigger for you on this particular episode. And of course, if you're enjoying the episode, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and maybe share with another superstar business owner doing that daily grind who would really appreciate someone making their business life a little bit simpler. If you have time, I'd love a rating and a review because I love making this weekly content, but it does light me up when someone takes the time to leave a rating and a review as well. Massive love coming your way, of course, if you can do that. For little old me. Otherwise, I'll see you next week for episode 154. But in the meantime, let's make sure we're hanging out on social. You can come into my Facebook group, Like-Minded Business Owners, or of course, hang out with me on Instagram at @JenDonovan_, or of course on LinkedIn. I'm a bit partial to LinkedIn. I really like LinkedIn. You'll find me at Jen Donovan over there. But whatever you do, remember, my small business peeps, as my opening song says, there is no point in dreaming small.
No time like the present. Tell it like you feel it. Say it proud, be true, and let us see you for the star that you are. No point in dreaming small.
I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, the Yorta Yorta people, on which I record this podcast and conduct my business today, and pay my respects to their elders, past and present. I extend this respect to the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here with us today as well.